My name is Keith Meals. I am the Director of Business Development with Pinnacle Business Network. Tonight, it is my distinct pleasure to be able to introduce you to one of our co-founders. So he is also the president of our company. So he is someone that I've worked with for the last 3.5 years. So is someone who is an entrepreneur for over 25 years now. So he's done exactly what most of us have done that are on this call. We've gone ahead and created businesses or are in the process of creating our next business. And that's something that over those 25 years, Paul has created. I have no idea how many businesses during that time. He's focused, most of his attention has been in sales and marketing. So, and in the last 10 years, has actually gone ahead and started training and teaching and mentoring people how to do the same exact thing, how to create the success that he's created in his businesses and in his life. He went ahead and he saw a need, and that is truly how Pinnacle Business Network came about, is a need that he and our other co-founder, Scott Sherman, both went ahead and developed the solution to what many of us as entrepreneurs have been looking for. And that's exactly what Paul is going to go ahead and bring you tonight. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our president and one of our co-founders, Paul Fink.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone, to Pinnacle Business Network. This is the right business at the right time. I'm humbled with everything that was presented already in talking about my past, and so absolutely true, we are creating your future. This is a business that I am so excited to present to you because we are right at the right place, the right time, and that's why we start business at the right time. Our mission is simple. We're here to help you and your business grow and thrive. We do this by providing you excellent products and top quality services, directly improving your organization's profitability, efficiency, productivity, along with a system to share these products and services with others, allowing you to live a fuller and richer life. It is so key, every particular word in that mission, as far as what we're bringing to the table and how it's leading you to create so much more. And we're going to talk about what that means for you and what that looks like for your future. First, let me talk about what's going on out there in the economy, what's going out there in our world. Over 20 million people are unemployed right now. Housing starts, new construction is at an all-time low. Foreclosure rate is still climbing, even though people are saying, oh no, we've already reached the top. Personal and business bankruptcies are at an all-time high. In other words, people are struggling out there. There is an economic challenge that people are facing, and we acknowledge it and realize what's going on. The average American family has less than $3,800 in their bank. They make an average of $43,000 per year, and yet they cannot pay off a $2,000 credit card balance. Yeah, we're talking about you. We're talking about the average American family. Every year, 2 million students earn their bachelor's degree, and yet less than half find a job. The majority of the other half make less than $30,000 a year. 50% of the households do not have a retirement account, and those that do have saved less than $37,000 for their retirement. And I don't know about all of you and how you live, only I know $37,000 to last me the rest of my life is nowhere near sufficient. What does all this mean? What does this mean for you? What does this mean for your future? And here's the good news, is that it means opportunity. It means that there's some greatness that can come of all this, and let me explain. State of the business. Businesses out there all across America, there's 27.5 million businesses in the U.S. However, only 6 million of them have employees, have any employees. 21 million are sole proprietors and home-based business. In other words, every 6 seconds we have a home-based business that's starting. And what that means is that's over 300 in the time of this presentation. 100,000 will be created in the next week. 6.5 million in the next year. We've got businesses being created where people are in their home, are in their sole proprietors. And what does that look like? You're talking about your local doctor and your local dentist, your local pizzeria, the dry cleaner that you go to every week, the hairdresser, the place that you get your bagels, your coffee. Where do you get your newspaper? Where do you go? Your local diner. All of these are local businesses. You also have your accountant, your bookkeeper. You have the people that are working out of their home. Maybe they're the people that are doing your yard work, the lawn services, people that are delivering the newspaper, possibly even delivering other groceries to the people in your neighborhood. These are the sole proprietors, home-based businesses that are looking for assistance, looking for help in creating more and more 6.5 every single year. Every one of these people, every one of these sole proprietors, these small business owners, they start off and they're looking for some services. Maybe they need to set themselves up as a legal entity. They need to create themselves as an LLC or a corporation or a partnership. Then they need some tax planning. Every year, each and every one of these people go to some sort of accountant, get some sort of filings that they need to have done for their company and their services. They then start wondering, well, how do I get more customers? Where am I going to go to find my customers? How do I do marketing, in other words? And as I'm putting myself out there and marketing to find customers, how are customers finding me? How am I putting my message out there in a greater and greater capacity so more and more in existence know that I'm alive, that my business is here? And how do I create efficiency in my business? I can utilize some tools that create management efficiency, for instance. These are tools that, well, aren't easy to find, and I'll tell you about some of these as we go through this program. There are some management tools that, as an entrepreneur, I've been looking for decades, and it's only been recently that I found them and even became aware of them. This is what I know the small business owner is looking for all across America. And here's the thing, timing is key. Timing in your business and in your life. And timing is everything. Right now, we're at the right time, at the right place to be bringing these services to those millions and millions of people that are starting their business every day and those that already have started and looking to grow, looking to develop, looking to operate an efficient business right here, right now. Let's talk about the dream. The dream of America. Most people dream of building their own business. Millions of people are starting every single day, building their business and controlling their destiny. Yet for most of them, it never quite happens. For most of them, they don't figure it out. They get frustrated. They struggle. Here's why. And this is statistically across the board. They fail because they have lack of experience. They've got a lack of leadership ability within them. They haven't been trained on how to operate, how to run their business. They've got a lack of a marketable idea. They've got a lack of security. And number one, they've got a fear of failure. People are afraid, are concerned about how to step into it, how to step out of the rat race that's out there and create the magnitude, create the magic that can be theirs. Destiny. Right now, we are, as Pinnacle Business Network, uniquely positioned for our visions and our mission. Each one of you, as you join us, are uniquely positioned to do the same. We've got innovative business-oriented products and services. These are some of the cutting-edge pieces that these millions of entrepreneurs out there, small business owners, sole proprietors, these are the services that they're looking for, and yet they don't even know is there. They're not even aware of. We've got proven business systems, proven business technologies that we've put into place with unparalleled leadership. Between myself and my partner, with our management, our leadership, and everybody else that is now getting enrolled in Pinnacle Business Network, we've created a leadership magnitude of which will drive this business for everyone included, including you. Strategic alliances, cutting-edge technology I've been talking about, and an unprecedented way in which we're able to compensate you so that you can not only grow your own life and your own business, you can be helping others do the same. We also, and this is really key, world-class recognition system where we are able to recognize each and every one of you, the leaders that drive this business, the people that are going to propel themselves and are bringing themselves to the forefront of all this cutting-edge technology, of joining these strategic alliances, of creating this magic. This world-class recognition is yours, where we're able to reward you and create that so that you're walking down the red carpet, crossing across the stage. You're now going to be doing every single day, and that is empowering yourself and empowering others to create more. Cutting-edge technology. We're going to provide you with the latest technology to help build and run your Pinnacle Business Network business. Personal and corporate websites, really key. Online sign-up systems where this technology, and in the olden days, we had forms we had to fill out. We had to take them and get the people to sign them hands-on, where we had to be in front of the customer to get all those signatures, get all that process to move someone forward. Now we've put everything online where you have the ability to have your personal website and sign people up into this system every single day, 24/7, while you're sleeping, while you're awake, all automatic, cutting-edge marketing materials. We're putting on to our system and giving to you marketing materials both for marketing online and offline so that you can create the business you always wanted. Build it the way you want and drive the business as big and as magnificent as you could imagine. Online team management tracking program where you're actually going to be able to go online and see everybody in your organization, be able to contact them, be able to manage what's going on in their business, in their organization, so that you can really create yourself as a team leader. Product and service fulfillment. Understand that we're not having you stock your warehouse or stock your garage, which would be your warehouse, with products, with a whole lot of boxes of stuff. Everything that we're bringing to the table is fulfilled online. And we take care of the fulfillment. We take care of making sure the products and the services are brought right to the customer's doorstep. Your process, your goal here is to make sure that they're connected with the service, that they're connected with the product. The fulfillment on it is our task to do for you. Let us work for you. So there's no inventory, there's no shipping, there's no mess, no fuss. You are able to go out there and do what you do best, connect with people and connect with connectors who then connect with more people. All of this is supported by weekly training calls, which we have online, webinar, conference calls, constant support where you are in many different ways are supported and trained on how to build your business, how to create that magic, how to create that magnitude. And at the center of all this is the Pinnacle Business Building Plan. This allows you to build a business that's predictable, that's profitable, and that's duplicatable. In other words, a business that you can move forward on, get started on today, and know where it's going to go in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. Understand how it's going to drive, where it's going to lead you to, what kind of income you could create from it. You're going to understand this and know this and be able to plan for your future and create it over and over and over again. Let me explain. Pinnacle Business Network has multiple different services. We have services that entrepreneurs are looking for right now. Showcase Sites is our premier site. We create websites for people, have hosting for them as well, create domain names, customized as well as template formats. Business Boosters mobile apps, one of the key cutting-edge marketing tools out there right now for small business and large business alike. Creating mobile apps. We are customizing mobile apps for the business owners, the sole proprietors, and moving it out to market so that they and market themselves in a more efficient, cutting-edge way. Be the Buzz Marketing, doing social media marketing for them, understanding how to create a buzz within their organization, creating a buzz within their customer base, and how to do that. And we train on how to do that and deliver a service that will help them create that buzz in their business and among their customers. Private funding, Fortress Private Funding. This is what we have a niche market for our real estate investors where we're able to create private funding for the real estate deals. Really powerful. 4-point awareness. This is a program, this is a tool that every management company in the country utilizes this or something just like it in helping consult with companies on how to be more efficient, more effective in building their internal team, how to build an external team, how to build a powerful sales team. And it's a tool that you're going to be able to bring to businesses across the country to teach them on how to do the same, just like a powerful, high-end business consultant all across the nation. And Farm Virtual Assistants. Virtual assistants is a driving force right now in the marketplace. People that have not heard about virtual assistants are realizing now for the first time that they're out there, and we're bringing it right to the marketplace. Virtual assistants, those people that instead of having someone by your side and having the cost of having an employee, we now are able to grab people from all over the world utilizing their service, utilizing their hours for the growth of our business, and having them as bookkeepers, having them as personal executive assistants, having them as telemarketers, copywriters, whatever is the task you need at hand for your business, a virtual assistant can help you do, and this is a service that we're able to bring to market. Ironclad Tax Solutions where we're able to do your tax filing for you. Biz Control Tower is a contact control project management system. What this all means is to create a team of people and have constant communication with that team on multiple aspects of what's going on, where it's not just a email thread, it's a thread of discussion with all your files, all your videos, all your information in one spot, where you're able to send out task lists to your virtual assistant, to your team members, to your project managers, and have them respond instantly all through this managed system. And for those of you that have not realized the power of a project management system, this is the tool for you, and we're going to introduce it to everybody in this organization because the power of it will grow your business as well as help you grow everybody else's. Bulletproof entities where we're able to create LLCs and corporations for people. Top Hat Hosting, again, right along with our showcase sites, creating hosting and powerful, exclusive, high-end hosting capabilities for everyone that's creating websites around the country now. This is just the beginning, because here's some of the things that are coming up real soon for Pinnacle. We already are in discussions for merchant account services, payroll services, and VoIP phone services. This is exciting. Again, each and every one of these services, realize that there's power and magnitude in the sale. There's also power and magnitude in the residuals from each one of these sales. And so realize we've got more and more single day, and there's more and more and more to come. One of the neat things that is happening with Pinnacle Business Network is, and our plans are to be rolling out new services on a monthly basis so that there's a never-ending supply of high-quality, cutting-edge services that you're bringing to market, that we're giving you the power to bring to market to empower the entrepreneurs, the small business owners, the sole proprietors all across this nation and beyond. Imagine, if you will, that you're able to hire yourself, promote yourself, and reward yourself where you have no annual reviews, no one's looking over your shoulder, there's no corporate hierarchy, there's no office politics, if you will, there's no corporate glass ceiling. You're able to create the life for yourself and your family that you always dreamed of and never understood or imagined a way to make it happen. Right now we're offering you limitless income. Earn the income you want, the income you deserve, and the income you always dreamed of. Get paid what you're really worth. Have total control over your time, create a better quality of life, build total financial freedom for you and your family, and be recognized and rewarded for your successes and achievements forevermore. Here's why I am so excited about what's going on with Pinnacle and how this can change your life. Revolutionary compensation plan. Pinnacle Business Network allows people from all walks of life the opportunity to build a business and build it with complete training programs that help you start your income, where we're there to support you. This is a team play. We're all in this together to create, to build. There's an aggressive retail compensation, which means you're paid a lot up front to create that initial sale. Incredible lifestyle bonuses. One of the exciting things that we put into the compensation plan is, imagine making $1,200 a month simply because you've been building your business. You've been doing what you wanted to do anyway, and then, well, just as a thank you, as a bonus, we give you $1,200 for you to spend any which way that you want. You can spend it on going on vacation. You can spend it on a great car payment. You can spend it on simply just getting that large screen TV you always dreamed of. Whatever it is, incredible bonus, $1,200 a month for you to be able to spend in any which way that you want and create that power, that magnitude, that magic that you always dreamed of. Team override bonuses, where we give you overrides for building a team. Like I said, you're in this together. We all are. You're able to build a team, get overrides on what that team does, bonuses on everything that's going on with the team, so that as you build, and we compensate you as deep as you can go, as deep as you can build your team, as wide as you can build your team. And we compensate you and give you override bonuses for doing just that, for being the leader you always knew you could be. We also give new growth bonuses, new growth matching bonuses. And what that means is that not only are you building the business, but you're creating that buzz, that energy, every single month to create new growth, new business deep within your organization, helping the new people in the organization to grow their business. And in doing so, we give you a bonus for doing just that. Exactly what you want to do, exactly what you dreamed about doing and helping others, it's what we compensate you to do over and over and over again within a business. Long-term income. Realize that with all the numbers here in this hour, there's never a shortage of new businesses. It's not just that there were businesses created over the last year. Every single year there's another group of people graduating from college who aren't able to get a job and don't know what to do, and they're looking to start their own way and make their own way in life. There are people that are being laid off that are looking to create opportunity for themselves. There are people that actually just got wise along the journey and realized that the only way to create some magic in their life was to start their own business, to be a sole proprietor, to start something new in their life. Now you're able to give them that opportunity. There's never a shortage of people looking for more income. It's an ever-expanding global market. I talk about global market because we're not limited to simply the United States. This is where we're beginning, and we're already have discussions talking about expanding into Canada and into Australia and New Zealand. And there's markets, the growing world market. This is a global market, and we're going to be tapping into all of that. Here's the key. You want to figure out what to do. You want to figure out whether to do this or not. The first thing is to figure out why you would do it. Why you would start your own business, why you would get involved with Pinnacle Business Network. Why would you spend the time to grow your own business? Maybe you want some nice cars. Maybe you want to take some dream vacations. Take dream vacations multiple times a year. As you get to know me, you'll experience that as well. How about just walking on the beach and spending time with your loved ones? Maybe getting a sailboat instead and go sailing around the country, around the world. Or for those that like high speed, going high speed boating. Maybe you want that dream house, that mansion, dream vacation. Or just creating financial freedom, whatever that means for you. Creating success in your business and in your life, creating that for yourself and your family. What's your why? What is it that you want in life? What is it that you always dreamed of and yet what you could get? Take a look at your life. Take a look at what you desire. Take a look at where you've been and where you're going to. And decide, is today the day that you decide to do something different? Multiple streams of income. I want to show you how multiple streams of income happen within the Pinnacle Business Network. You see, we create sales for people. We create an opportunity to make money through selling products that are both single sales, so you sell it and you make a commissionable value right now. You also can sell certain products where you're making residual income month in and month out either way, you're building an organization and you're building a business that creates multiple streams of income and residual income, month in and month out, no matter what. Here's what that looks like. If you enroll just one person every 10 days, so 3 people a month, and you show all those people to do the same, and I'm taking some averages. Let's say that you make a couple sales equal to $20 or $2,000 commissionable value, CV, per 30 days. So you make a couple sales in the 30-day period of time, and about 10% of your organization does the same, which is how it will probably or could break down. So these are real reasonable numbers, and I want to show you what it looks like after 30 days, after 60 days, after 90 days, after 120 days. So in your first month, when you introduce this and enroll one person every 10 days, and your organization does the same, your whole team, you end up with 8 people on your team at the end of 30 days. You end up with 64 people on your team at the end of 2 months, 512 on your team at the end of 3 months, and at the end of 4 months, you have over 4,000 people in your organization. What does that look like? Here's what it looks like for the rest of this story. In that first month, you make a couple sales and you teach your organization to do the same. And about 10% of your organization does, which means pretty much you're the only one selling in that first month. And you make about $500 income for making those sales. As you grow your business, that second month, you now have brought in income through what you do and some of your team does of $1,100. Now, so far, this may or may not excite a ton of people. This is the key because, well, most of us, an extra $1,000 a month would create a magnitude of change in our life, could create a whole buzz of changes in our life, and really be something to be thankful for. However, some of you, this may or may not. What I can tell you is $1,100, could that be a couple car payments? Could that be paying off your bills up to this point? Could that be creating a whole new lifestyle? When you get to the month 3, well, the magic starts happening because at the end of 3 months or 90 days, you have 512 people in your organization all moving forward, about 10% of your organization creating magic with some sales, and you create $5,500 worth of income for yourself personally. And in month 4, that jumps dramatically to $41,300 for you to bring in as income for yourself. And I know some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine $41,000 in a month. I've been working all year to make $41,000 for the year. However, you can make $41,000 per month looking at this formula. Now, there's no guarantees that this will happen. This is an example. However, let's take a look at what this could mean for you. Let's look at month. Now, Pinnacle Business Network pays out on, and I'm just taking, for an example, one of our lowest cost products is our Business Control Tower. Our Biz Control Tower product is our product management system. So our customers purchase that, and you as a representative would get an average of about 75 cents on every person that purchases the Biz Control Tower. So the 75 cents isn't a lot. Buy you maybe half a soda, I get it. Only watch what happens when we magnify this. When we put it into real numbers, what's happening in your business. because that 75 cents is monthly. That's a monthly service and a monthly commissionable value of 75 cents that goes right back to your pocket. And so let's say that you have now an organization where you have 8 team members in your organization. And the team, each one of them has sold this Biz Control Tower system. So you have 8 people that have utilized or have sold at least one Biz Control, and each one of you getting 75 cents, or you getting 75 cents on each one. Total is $6 residual income for the month. All right, now that may not be in a lot for you. That's not what you're looking for. Question is, how much do you want to earn? Because that's monthly now. You don't have to worry about those sales again. And you're getting $6 every month. Let's see what it looks like when your team explodes that second month to 64 team members. 75 cents each one, and now you're getting $48 every single month. We'll get more. Let's go to month 3. 512 team members each have utilized or have sold one Biz Control Tower system, making 75 cents. You now are making a residual income of $384 every single month, and you're hanging out on the beach. You're hanging out at home with your family. You're not needed to create that $384. All your work right now is in building new business. This is residual business where you're getting paid today for work you did 3 months ago. Let's take one step further, because you might want to earn more than $384 a month. How would you like to earn on your whole team as you build it to over 4,000 team members over 4 months? This is what this could look like. $3,072 of residual income per month on business work that you did 4 months ago. How much do you want to earn? One of the great things about Pinnacle Business Network is it's your choice. You get to decide whether this is where you stop, whether this is all that you work on, this is all that you do in your business, and you create that $3,000 every single month as residual income where you can be on the beach and be collecting that income, or you can be doing so much more. You see, we've got world-class training that helps you do that, helps you create yourself as the leader so that you know how to continue to grow your business, where those checks can continue to grow to whatever you could dream of at this point. We have roundtable council meetings. This is an exclusive group. Our roundtable council weekly calls are for roundtable council members. We have independent business consultant weekly calls as well. Regional training, and this is where we give out the recognition events and recognition awards. National Success Celebration event. This is our national event where everyone comes in from across the country, all the top of the best across the country from all our business consultants and all those looking to create more in their business. Closed-door mastermind groups. This is really key. At our National Success Celebration event, we're going to have a mastermind meeting of just our roundtable council members. This is going to be with the founders, myself and Scott, with the best of the best in our organization to talk about what's the growth of Pinnacle Business Network, both as a company, as a corporation, as well as each individual person within that roundtable council on how we can each be developing and growing our business to create more for everyone. Live service webinars on a regular basis. We're going to be training you all talked about, and I ran through them real quickly. The services that will grow an entrepreneur, will grow a small business, that a business owner needs in this day and age to stay competitive and to move forward, to prosper. We're going to be throwing live webinars teaching about those products, teaching about those services, and how they're utilized in the marketplace so that you as a business consultant, the independent business consultant with Pinnacle, understand not only what the product is all about, but also how to explain it to our customer base, to your friends and family, to other small business owners that you know, so that you can really be a walking, talking billboard for all this information and understand it. Library of recorded trainings, everything, including this training, we have recorded, we've put on our back office, we have available to you in the library of recorded trainings, webinars, videos, both specific products as well as the compensation plan, as well as the company itself, everything that you need to be able to create and do your business. So what are you working for? What are you working for? What would you do with an additional $500 per month? What would you do with an additional $2,500 per month? These are real numbers, real dollars that you can create in your life. $100 a month, maybe you're paying off that car payment. $2,500 per month, maybe you're paying off that credit card bill. Maybe you're just getting by, and this is some of the main income that's coming in your life. $2,500 is putting the food on the table. Maybe grow to $7,500 per month. Now you're beginning to dream, beginning to realize, wait, that's a vacation. Where do I want to take my family? Where do I want to go with my loved ones? Where do I want to adventure out? Get to $10,000 per month, and now you really start thinking, one can quit his or her job. I know I can do the same. I know now we have more time to spend with each other and work on the business. I know I can start building that, maybe that extension at my house. Maybe take more trips, a few more vacations, buy that car, that dream car I always wanted, as we get to $25,000 per month. Now I'm talking about a whole lifestyle. That mansion, that yacht I always wanted, $40,000 per month. Now the dream, whatever I want, whatever I can imagine. What are you looking to do with your life? What are you looking to create for yourself? It's all here. Possible for you. The question is, what do you want? Do you want more than that? Let's talk about how to make all this happen. Because here's the next step. Here's what you've been waiting for, because this is what you can do. You can become an independent business consultant right now, today. $187 is what it takes to sign up. It's going to cost another $27 a month. You're going to get your own replicated website. This is a self-replicated website. The second you sign up, you get your website, and now you can be introducing others to all the services, all the programs, all the capabilities of Pinnacle Business Network, and it's all associated with you and your organization. Cutting-edge marketing materials, all the templates, all the material for you to develop your business. This is a business ready-made, set up for you so that it's turnkey. The second you enroll, you're able to then go out and market and bring others on board, as well as introduce people to these services and products. We give you the training, we give you the motivation, the support between the weekly calls, the weekly training, the support from the whole team and the organization. We are in this together, growing business all across the nation and around the world. You're going to have access to an ever-increasing group of products and services. What I went through in this presentation is only the beginning. We've got plans for so many more services, and it's all the services that those small business owners, those entrepreneurs, those home-based businesses around the world are looking for. We also have a great newsletter, and it's the Pinnacle Pulse newsletter that comes out every single month that is going to be delivering the information, the tools, the products that you need to be able to continue to grow your business, the information that you've been looking for. Or, this is what I would highly recommend for the leaders on this call. For those people that know that they want more, that they want to be the real powerhouse in this business, this is the Roundtable Council. See, the Roundtable Council members, it's $487 to sign up for a month. And everything that we just talked about for the independent business consultants, you're getting the self-replicating websites, the cutting-edge marketing materials, the training, the motivation, the support, the access to this wide variety, this ever-growing, increasing list of products and services, and the Pinnacle Pulse newsletter is all available to you and all given to you. In addition, what you're going to have is 2 tickets to our National Success Celebration, the big national event with all the training and all the rewards. This is usually costing $450 to everybody else. Roundtable Council are exclusively given 2 tickets to the National Success Celebration and the closed-door mastermind sessions. I cannot stress this enough. Not only does the Roundtable Council get weekly calls, where this is weekly exclusive training calls just for the Roundtable, you also, when we meet for the national conventions, we're going to have mastermind, closed-door mastermind sessions going through the whole plan on where we're going as a business, what we're doing, and strategizing for each and every one of you on how to grow and develop your business in key component points of training and masterminding that you're not going to find anywhere else. For all those that have ever been involved in a mastermind, high-powered mastermind, this is a place for you to be. And each and every one of our Roundtable Council to get the most to really understand how to manage their whole team, they're all getting the software, the Biz Control Tower project management system, so that they can manage their team efficiently and effectively, and they'll be getting training and get ongoing training on how to do that through the system as well. Really powerful, highly recommend Roundtable Council as the place where you start, the place where you begin. And what I want you to do is to ask yourself a couple questions. Without any significant changes in your life, without changing anything major, will next year be any different than this year? I want you to ask yourself, am I being paid today for the work I did 2 years ago, a year ago, or even 6 months ago? Or, like most of you, am I being paid hour by hour? I put in an hour, I get paid an hour, and I'm getting paid a lot less than I am worth. Will I be paid 3 years from now for the work I did today? Am I growing an asset? Am I growing wealth? Am I growing a business? If not, what are you doing? If you're not going to get involved in Pinnacle Business Network, what? What is going to be the change for you? What's going to create the magic for you in your life? You know you want something different. That's why you're listening to this call. That's why you're here looking at this information. If not you to make the changes, who is? Who in your life is going to change things so that you can have all that you always wanted? It takes you, doesn't it? And really key, if not now, when? All too often I hear people delay, I hear people put off, I hear people say, well, I'll get to it someday, and the realization is someday never happened. So if not now, when? Give me a date, give me a time. Give me the moment that you're going to finally do the changes that you know you want in your life. Boils down to a couple decisions. In doing this over all these years, there are a couple things that I know, and it boils down to three basic components. People decide right now that they want to create something. They decide to change something in their life forever. So this is what they want. Matter of fact, most of the people that are jumping on board right now, after about 15 minutes into this presentation, they're like, I'm in. I knew it. Congratulations and welcome aboard. Looking forward to have you on my team. Some of you still have questions. What I would encourage you to do is to get with the person that invited you here today and get your questions answered. Get your questions answered before you move on. I want you to feel comfortable with your decision. I want you to feel trusting of everything that we have here and want to be working with us as one of our team members because we want to be working with you. So get your questions answered. I invited you here. The rest of you, I hear you saying, this isn't for me. This isn't what I want. In doing these type of presentations for decades now, I've realized that most people that say this isn't for them, it boils down to reasons. Either they didn't understand what the opportunity was, the understanding of what Pinnacle Business Network is all about. They didn't understand it. They didn't understand the business model. Or number two, they didn't believe it. They said, this is too good to be true. Number three is they said, I've got no time to be doing any more in my life. Or number four is they said, I've got no money to join right now into this business opportunity. For those of you that are saying, I don't understand. For those of you that say number one, I don't get it. I want you to go back with the person that invited you here today because the realization is that you still have questions. The realization is that this is the understanding of where business is these days and how business grows, how to market a business, how to develop a business, and how to create residual income and build real wealth. For all of you that say, I don't understand, get with the person right now and get clarity on what that means for you. Number two, those people that say, I don't believe, do more of your due diligence. Go to our website. Go Google us. Go research who we're about and what we're doing here. Find out more about our company and then come back. Get more of your questions answered. And again, sit with the person that invited you here because they understand where we are, where we're going to, where we've come from. The more you understand, the more you will believe and trust that this is the right place for you. Number three, I've got no time. Here's one of the saddest things. Everyone has the same amount of time in a day. We all have 24 hours. For those of you that are saying you don't have the time, or maybe someday you will, understand that someday will never come. I mentioned that before. And that the time is now to create the time in your life. You have no time because you're working for somebody else and building their dreams instead of yours. You have no time because you're struggling getting paid an hourly wage rather than getting paid what you're worth. Let's change the whole paradigm. Let's shift up your life. Let's create that time in your life that you always imagined and yet never knew how to. And number four, saddest of all, people that say they don't have the money. I got to tell you, anyone who says they don't have the $287, you don't have the $400, you don't have the money to be able to move forward. $487 to get involved as a roundtable council member. That's sad. And I don't mean that as a cut to you or a dig in any way. What I want you to realize is you don't have $487 in your life. This is what you need to be doing. You need to find a way to pull it together to get into this program, or you need to sit down with the person that invited you here and talk to them and be straightforward. Talk to them about how you're struggling right now. You don't have the money. There's nothing to be embarrassed about because you're here working, figuring out how to create something magic in your life, and we're here to help you do the same. Sit with them. We have the answers to be able to work, figure this out, and make this happen for you, even when you're not sure how to make it happen for yourself. So decide to change your life forever right now, today, or get with the person that invited you and get your questions answered. And welcome the Pinnacle Business Network family. I love you. I want you to prosper, to design everything that you always wanted in your life. Come join us. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure. President of Pinnacle Business Network, ready to accept and work with each and every one of you to prosper and to grow and to develop to whatever you always wanted.